In the city of Mumbai, a young man named Shaurya was living with his bachelor roommates in a shared apartment. He had a girlfriend named Nuri, and they had decided to elope just before her engagement to someone else. Since Shaurya was living in a shared apartment, he was looking for an apartment that would be accommodated by him and his girlfriend. He was in a hurry to find an apartment, so he ended up moving into a newly constructed high-rise apartment. The building was mostly inhabited. Next day after moving in, he woke up and got ready to meet Nuri finally to elope. But he found out that his phone had a low battery, so he connected it to a charger. While leaving the apartment, he forgot his phone inside. When he went back to get it, he accidentally locked himself inside the apartment, as the door lock was faulty. He makes many attempts to open the door, but fails. After that he tried to make a call for help, but it turns out the apartment didn't have electricity yet, and his phone was completely drained out. Now, Shaurya was totally trapped and completely disconnected from the world. Later he also realized that the apartment didn't have water supply, and since he recently shifted there he didn't have food. Day by day, he progressively became more and more anxious to get out of the apartment. He was a vegetarian, but in order to survive he ate cockroaches, rats and pigeons. Due to loneliness and hallucinations, he even began talking to rats. By now he was completely out of water. After a few days, to his relief it rained heavily, and he made an effort to collect water in empty containers. He managed to survive a week by relying on the collected water, but his health was deteriorating fast. He even tried to throw paper notes to tell nearby people about his whereabouts. After making several attempts to alert someone, which all failed, he decides to make one final attempt to escape himself. He began sawing the balcony grill with a metal sheet, and ultimately succeeded. Then using a leather belt as a harness, he climbs down 5 floors, almost falling down to his death, but manages to reach to a floor where there was no balcony grill, and finally escapes the building. But as he reaches the road, he faints due to fatigue and weakness. He was immediately rushed to the hospital where he remained unconscious for a week. When he finally became conscious, he was visited by Nuri, who was now married. Nuri tells him that she thought he had abandoned her. After joining the normal life, he was even more heartbroken to know that no one even noticed his absence.